Hello, everyone, and welcome to the episode 99 of the Office Hours podcast. This one took a while to get everybody arranged. Everyone's life is a bit too crazy right now. So, we're just chatting about how having children and having dogs have some commonalities, I guess, in a sense, in terms of effort required. So,
Mhm.
Mo was saying something about him wanting to get one, a dog, I
Yeah,
imagine, in this case.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like a dog, but I think it's not the same thing as like having a child. I mean, hear me out. I know like dogs can actually. I used to have one. First of all, I'm not new to having dogs, so I've had like experiences raising dogs. But at this stage, I feel like if you don't have a certain level of um will to do it, I don't think you should because what are you gonna do when you come back home one day and your dog already ate on your couch? Like you find your TV remote or your trash everywhere in the house. Like stuffs like this, it teaches you a lot of things. But and now at this stage of my life, I feel like I want a more relaxed animal. Like I want you to be where I said you should be. you know. So I would go for like stuff, like plants or like fishes, like we are just saying.
Hmm.
So that's why. But
I guess you get like a different level. I would say like the level of emotional gratification is directly proportional. You get like a little bit of emotional gratification from fish because they just swim. They kind of like open their mouth and whatnot. And
I
sometimes they go
guess,
belly up and then they turn back. Like my parents had a goldfish and he got fat,
oh,
and then basically I think because you feed it like this dry food, it gets gassy and bloated, and it kind of like the gas inside his stomach flips him up. So it looks like he's dead, but he's not. He just like gets pulled to the surface. Uh, but like you definitely get way more emotional stuff
yeah,
from having a dog versus having a fish.
I completely agree with this, because I know even last time I used to have this dog in several years ago now, like 20 years from I think at least 20 years ago.
Hmm.
I had the dog more than that even. Cause but the thing is, I still every time I see another breed like this dog, I still remember this dog. So there's still like an emotional attachment there. So like I completely agree. It's just I feel like you need to be ready um for a lot of things to happen to be able to
Yeah.
accommodate like raising a dog as
Well,
a pet.
arguably, it's like putting somebody else's priorities above your own,
Yeah.
and not really having an option not to. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like you're not gonna take your dog out on a walk, or it's not like you're not gonna feed your children. It's just, or like if
Yeah.
they're crying, you're not gonna just not go to them and like let them sort it out. They're fine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's like there's a definite before and after when that
Yeah.
happens. I guess with
Honestly,
fish is even weirder because like they are very demanding in a sense. It's like, oh, the pH of my water was off by point 0.1, whatever the measurement scale. I'm gonna die now. And it's like, oh fuck. But then the amount of satisfaction you get out of it, or maybe like you have to get like something really expensive, like those really fancy fish, and then they're like aesthetically pleasing. But apart from that, fish are kind of, I don't know.
I don't know yet. I don't
What
even
type
know
of
that much
person?
about it.
What type of person is like a fish enjoyer versus a dog enjoyer?
Wait, wait.
Which person would you rather
Hear
hang
me
out with? A
out.
person
Hear
who
me.
enjoys fish or a person who
Wait.
enjoys dogs?
It depends. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you. Um, depends. Because before now, I didn't even know anything about fishes. First of all. And I don't even still think I know that much about fishes yet, to be honest, because I've never had a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And My knowledge of it right now is very um I know where it came from. So I was at the store the other day. I went to this animal store. It's a safari. I don't know. It's a store like that. And we were looking at all the animals there. I think the first thing that even came out was a parrot. And
Hmm.
I know I have a coworker who has a bird. So I used to think it's kind of cute when the bird's like stays here, like
Yeah.
stays here and but when I started looking into how to take care of birds, I think this is even
Yeah.
more
Don't
um
don't don't get a bird. Don't get parrots. Don't get owls.
yeah,
You know,
so
some parrots like they live to be 80 and they have an intelligence of like a 2.5, 3 year old, and they're like extremely jealous of your significant other, and you'll have to basically pick between, and they live for a really long time. And when they stress, they like pluck out all of their feathers and they like run around naked
oh
and they scream very loudly. So like, don't get a parrot. It's
oh
not a good
well.
idea for a pet.
So the next thing we were able to you know to consider was fishes. So I was asking
Hmm.
the guy about like fishes, and he was telling me about how there are different types of fishes with different types of personalities and even sizes and stuff. Because I, in my before we actually got into the place where like, there were those fishes, there was this particular pond somewhere there, and then it had like chunky size of fishes. So I was thinking, at least like this is nice. You can have this like chunky size of fish, like, and then one day maybe you know I'm not saying you eat your pets, but like, you know,
A backup plan.
I was making the joke. I don't think this would ever happen because, you get emotional attachments and all. But I thought this was the size of fishes that I was imagining to keep as a pet. And then we started talking, and then the guy was suggesting like, oh no, these ones don't go in like the aquarium. So like these ones, you need like a real actual pond, like the way they live,
Mm.
they need more space to swim and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And he was talking to me about goldfishes too. It was like, oh, those ones they get big, so you need like a different size of aquarium.
Well, the goldfish kind of grows. Like if you increase its habitat, it'll just keep growing. If you have a
Yeah,
tiny aquarium, you'll have a tiny goldfish. But if you put that fish in a bigger aquarium, it's just gonna grow to like until it reaches like some sort of
interesting.
perfect spot.
Well, the guy advised like it was like, oh, goldfish have the tendency to really grow in size. So like if you get like a small aquarium now, then you probably need to like change the size of the aquarium at the time. And so yeah, it was a lot of info. I didn't know anything about this. So I just wanted fishes, that you could see swimming in the water. That was the goal. So and then they started talking about like maybe we could get like some of those like small fishes. Even right now, the plan is to get like multiple different types of fishes.
Just make sure to get the ones that don't like eat each other.
That's the thing. That's the thing. How can you small fishes eating small fishes? Like
Dude, nature's vicious. Like,
like why? Don't
and I
you all
think
supposed to get together?
I think what's the breed? It's like the ones that like swim on the bottom and they like eat all of the algae, where their mouth is like at the bottom, so they kind of like vacuum the surface. When my
I don't
my
know.
parents had an aquarium, they had one of those because like you get like algae growing on your glass.
Hmm.
It kind of green, and
Yeah.
you have to like use that magnetic scrubber thingy to kind of clean it up. Or you can
Oh,
get one of
those
those
ones.
fish, and it'll just like eat it off the glass. So
Mm,
it's kind of like keeping stuff together.
interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know this ones. Maybe
yeah,
I can look into it
yeah,
because you
yeah.
still have to wash the aquarium too. So there is a lot of. It's not that simple to
Oh, dude,
do.
it's very complicated because like you have to maintain temperature, you have to maintain pH balance. Like you can't just change water in it. You have to like prepare the water, like let it sit for a couple hours, make sure the pH is correct. Otherwise, your fish are gonna like die or whatever. So
Yeah,
you're getting yourself into
chemistry.
a lot of stuff there. Yeah.
Well,
Would you ever get
this.
a snake?
Oh no, that's where I draw the line. No, no, no snakes.
Yeah, snakes are
No,
cool.
no. Oh, why?
You can
Wait,
get like
what?
a you
Why?
you you can get like a ball python. They're pretty cool. They're like long muscle. They kind of go around you. They're pretty cool.
Vasili, just now you were talking about dogs, And then I'm sure everyone thinks now that, oh yeah, you're probably a dog person and you are, you know, but snakes are not friends, really.
I
A
don't
dog
know.
is a friend. Are snakes
Well,
friends?
well, some people would argue cats are not friends, but like I had a cat and the cat was happy to see me whenever I would show up. So you never know.
You
That was
never
a
know.
cat that we had in Moscow. It was like really old. And after I moved to Canada, I would visit like once a year. And he was really happy when I showed up. So people say, oh, cats are such assholes. It's like true, but they're also cool
You
guys.
know, I kind of like cats too. I
Yeah.
like cats.
But the thing is like as soon as you get a cat, everything starts smelling like cat piss. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I like
And
cats, but I don't have any experience with like raising cats. I think I'm pretty good with dogs, but
hmm.
cats,
Well, you have to
I don't
train
know.
dogs, same as you have to train children. You can't just let them be. You can tell, like sometimes you see some couple with a dog, and you can tell that like the dog is running their entire life, and they have no control over the
Mm,
dog. The dog has all the control over them, and it's like, what a waste. And then you
yeah.
see other people with dogs, and the dog is like super, you know,
Hmm.
knows knows its place in a family and doesn't do dumb shit. And I think it's also better for the dog as well, because same as with children, they need to know their place in the hierarchy, and then their worldview is like aligned. But if you just let them do whatever, then they don't know what's going on. They start freaking out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you see, anyway, we'll see. You know what? I will start to document how
You
it's
should you
going.
should start doing like a blog fish journal.
Yeah, yeah. I probably might do that just for fun.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. How are you, Vasili? How has it been?
Good. She's not getting much sleep. I don't know why, but like yesterday she woke up fairly early on and like would not go to sleep for like a whole hour just screaming, and it's like, oh my god. Kid, it's midnight. I gotta get up super early tomorrow. And she's like, why? I don't care. Why? So,
How are you combining it though with work? Like,
well, it's only been like less than a week. So far, it's unclear yet. But, I'm more exhausted than I usually would be. Because, like, these days she wakes up in the middle of the night as
mm,
well. And before, a few months back even, she would wake up and you can kind of hear she would start like moving about and like making noises and you can be like, okay, she's gonna wake up any minute now. So I would like wake up Masha and be like, okay, you gotta feed her or something. These days, she just wakes up and starts screaming immediately, like 0 to 60 in no time flat. And at
you should,
first, she'd be trying to like put the pacifier back for her to go back to sleep, but like 30% of the time it does work and she goes back to sleep, but all the rest of the time it doesn't work, so she just starts crying louder and louder, and then I like wake up fully. Because sometimes like you can wake up a little bit and you can drift off back to sleep and it's okay, but now you wake up fully and then the kid like has her meal and she goes back to sleep and I'm just sitting there like, god fucking damn it, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm more exhausted sleep wise, but it's all good. It's a phase. She's growing her teeth, so I think once they
Oh,
properly poke out, which they're almost there, I hope it'll get better. I feel like maybe she's getting irritated by the sensation.
yeah.
Uh, if not, we'll have to figure it out. I don't know if you can hear her back on the street. She's like screaming out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, back to work, new project. That's exciting. Uh, was doing like a bunch of stuff at my home lab. I got hacked.
Oh.
That was fun. Very mildly, very mildly. It was kind of my own stupidity. I've exposed some program to the internet that allows for like scripting. So somebody just injected like a crypto miner, and it happened a while ago, and I just didn't notice. I was like, why is this process always like it's a torrent client, and I wanted to put it out there so like if I talk to somebody and I like they tell me about some show I should watch, I can just like plug it in and have my NAS at home download it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it's sitting idle. Like I haven't downloaded anything in weeks. Like why is it consuming like 20% of CPU? Like what's going on? And then I would just click restart, and it would restart, and the CPU would drop back to 0. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then it would come back again, and I never figured out why. And I kind of like, it wasn't super critical for me to figure out. But then I was doing something, and I like logged in onto the box, and I run htop, and it's like something.pool.org, and I'm like, pool, like a mining pool? Like what the fuck is going on? Like that shouldn't be there. And yep, that's what it was. So I had to clean it up and secure it. I was saying, like, if they weren't so greedy and they tried to like max out my CPU and like keep it like 5-10%, I probably would have never noticed. But because the CPU usage was so incongruent with what was going on, I was like, that's weird. Like that shouldn't be like that. That's odd.
Did they take it? They didn't take anything, right? Like you don't know.
No. Well, I mean, they stole some of my CPU computing power and some of my electricity, I guess.
Like okay,
so that's not cool. But
Yeah.
I complained to the provider hosting the command and control for the scripts used. I don't know if they did anything about it.
What are you gonna do? What do you think?
Well, they can delete. They can, because it was like hosted. Like somebody bought a hosting, and then they put like a file share software on it, and then that file share was hosting the control scripts for the botnet to download the miner and like set itself up. So they could just nuke that account. And since a lot of clients use that account to stay in a system, it would just like stop working for them. So they would be free of that infection, I guess.
I guess.
Because it was by IP.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fun. I mean, getting hacked is not a nice thing, but
yeah,
good thing you caught it.
Yeah, and good thing that it wasn't like. So it was kind of funny. It was basically like a VM. So it's like the thing is running in a Docker container. The Docker container runs inside a VM, and then VM runs in Proxmox, which is like another VM. So it's like multiple layers. So they only had like a very limited surface to work with, thankfully. But it could have been much worse. Because it's a torrent client, it has access to like a file share with a bunch of files, so they could have dropped something in there. It could have been bad. But I think it was like a low effort thing where they just scan for open qubit torrent management API endpoint and just like spam it with like minor scripts without like actually trying to hack. It's like a script kiddie style attack, just like spray and pray that somebody is out there. Yeah, but I just put it behind my SSO, so hopefully it'll be fine now.
Okay. Ooh. Well.
Damn. What's going on down there? I'll let them sort it out.
Well, you sure?
Yeah. No, it's fine. She's vocal sometimes when she plays.
Okay. How is it? I know like it's been like a long time now. I think your vacation, I mean, your time off work, leave went on for like 6 to 8 months, huh? Like a while.
It was like 35 weeks, so it was like eight-ish months, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about like, going back in? Do you miss it? Do you want to still be there? Like, do you still want to do this? Like,
I guess to a lesser extent now. I can say that much. I mean, it's a job. The thing is like it all kind of collapsed into just doing more of the same stuff. It's like, oh yay, another Next.js app. How exciting, So I think I learn more doing experiments in my home lab than I do at work now. So work is just work. Like before, when I was learning a lot of different stuff at work, it kept it exciting. So I was genuinely like excited to be there and like have all these things. But now it's like, oh, we just need to build another Next.js and some React components. It's like, okay, yeah. We can certainly do that, no biggie. I don't know. You ever get that?
Are
I
you
think
there?
you're froze. Hello? Damn it. Let me text him. Hello? Are you back?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
You froze for a second there.
Oh, I thought it was you because I
Oh,
was moving on the. Anyway,
yeah.
yeah, you were
No,
talking about
yeah. Sorry, where did I cut off?
building another React component.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, yeah, we can build another Next.js with some React components, like sure. But it's not like, oh, you have to learn all of this new stuff.
Yeah, I know this feeling. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Like, I feel like these are the kind of when you have feelings like this, like, is this is this it? Like, does it change if you? I don't know how to frame this question. Like,
Hmm.
what do you do? Because, like you said, it shouldn't just be a job, right?
You know what you do? You be a man and you do the right thing.
I
You like
mean,
grit your teeth and shut up about it. Is what you do. Like what are you supposed to do? I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't know either. I just feel like one time, there are some people who there is this particular, I don't know if it's my algorithm or something,
hmm,
suggesting something to me. Just, I don't know if you ever saw strawberry AI or something like this, whatever, like some kind of AI tool that is supposed to help you to, you know, unstuck you from your job. If you ever feel stuck or something like this. Something like this is how they advertise it.
hmm,
And then it got me thinking about like these people, everyone is trying to like sell a different product these days. Like anything with AI is a product.
yeah.
So but it still kind of got me thinking about it. Like, I guess, um, if you work somewhere for some time, you get to the level where like you kind of know everything that you are supposed to do. I think part of this job that used to be exciting is that you learn something new, like a new tool, or like we have to integrate this new tool or something
Hmm.
like this. So like it feels challenging that you
Yeah.
are doing something new every day. But at some point, like you said, it's just a new component or new service, like new API or whatever, like that
Yeah.
you're adding.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just about it. Like it's just about it. So um when it gets to this level when it's just like that's just it, like what are you is
Well, I
this
guess
the
at that
is
at
this
that
a
level,
trigger? Is
most
this a
people like try to
oh,
switch
hold
to
on.
management or something.
Aha, I was gonna say, like, is this a trigger to like change department or like change roles? Because I feel like if you go higher for if you work in software engineering, you could go either in management or you could go in like architecture or
Yeah.
platform stuff. Like the the how which of these would you even like, how would you differentiate both of them, like these directions in fact?
Yeah, I don't know. Uh like I tried my hands with like some managerial stuff and it didn't work out too well, and I did not enjoy it. Because I know like some people they start tech and then they switch into like project management or something and they're like, "Oh, I really want to do this." And I was like, "I really don't want to do this." It's like,
Why?
just when I it's a different mindset. I think we talked about it before. It's like when you write code, you're like narrowly focused on one thing and you retain that state for like extended periods of time where you can do like deep work focusing on one specific thing. But like project management is like spinning 25 different plates at once and like constantly shifting your focus from one to another. Like you kind of have to be a little bit ADHD to enjoy that, and I'm not, you know. So it's just different mindset, different way of thinking, I guess, or not even thinking, but like different mode of cognition almost. Because like
Yeah,
I would get on one thing and abandon all other things, but the whole point of that role is that you actually have to keep track of all the things, you know. So it wasn't really working out too well for me.
fair enough. But do you think architecture It's still as interesting as it used to be.
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
Because
I
what do
think
we even
that
call architecture these days? Like I feel like it's the architecture is kind of already dead. Like
no, it's not dead. I mean, you still have to
I mean, it's already
understand.
there. Like I feel
Oh,
like
it's already there. I thought you said
I've,
already dead.
I don't know. I mean, I guess depending on how large the system you're building is, right? Like,
Yeah.
and maybe how much you want to do.
I,
I
I,
guess
I
you still
think it
have some.
like yeah, go ahead.
I think you still have some things that could be challenging, but I feel like it's a job that you do. You don't, except you are really always building more stuff.
Hmm.
I feel after the system is built, um, that's where the fun stops really. Except like now you're trying to like kill fires or like, oh, something
Yeah.
is burning somewhere.
Well, I
Oh.
mean, there isn't like a singular role where it's like all the fun all the time, you know. So, and I think with architecture, it gives a really good excuse to needlessly overcomplicate things. And we already live in such an overly complicated environment that is just like, oh my God, you know. And I think like it kind of naturally grows to a stage where it's like, oh, I have to mitigate this, so we need to do this thing. We have to mitigate that, we have to do this extra thing, and it just like grows and grows and grows and grows,
Mhm.
and then in the end, it just becomes completely unusable. Like it's kind of like a black star. It collapses under its own weight. It just like crushes itself. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, last few weeks I've been running on deficit sleep, so I'm probably not the most cheery person at the moment, even though I'm trying not to show it. So I might have more pessimistic outlooks on things. We'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not pessimistic. I think indeed maybe every role comes with like juice at different times, different points. It's not always juicy, just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. It's just this particular role has been interesting to me. It's just, and then I'm learning, trying to see the people who currently have these roles around me and seeing what they do. Like, what exactly do you even do day to day? I
What is it
mean,
that you do here?
no, I mean, just out of curiosity, because like sometimes I know, let's say we want to start like a new initiative. This is the juice. This is juice about, like you want to start a new initiative. Now you think about like, oh, maybe we should do it this way because when we want to scale to attend to more people, maybe this, maybe that. There's a lot of predictions in the future. Some predictions come to pass. Some predictions is just like, well, now we are stuck with this um complicated approach because we thought we were going to have many, many other things to add, but we really don't need them, you know. I mean, and at that time, after all this part, now we are killing fires. So maybe like something happens and um they load somewhere or something here and there, or maybe just check the infrastructure to make sure everything is still like green. So at that point, I'm like, is it is it exciting? Because if you go in management, right? Let's say you become like a team lead. At least you feel like every day there is, you know, different cases to handle.
Hmm.
Let's put it that way, like maybe everyone has different needs, or like maybe the team needs to do something and then you're like trying to help the team. And so like there is activity for every day. The way it looks to me is like it's possible not to have activities every day, or
Mm-hmm.
like the kind of activity that you have are very delicate activity that you better get good sleep every night because you make one wrong decision, the entire company is in deep shit.
Yeah.
It's in deep shit. So yeah, I don't know. It still excites me. It's just I guess I just wanted to talk about it
Yeah.
to see.
I was thinking about what excites me, and I think that one of the things that excites me is like improving developer experience. Because
Mm,
a lot of the stuff in like a lot of companies as they grow, like as more bureaucracy starts getting in the way, the developer experience just tanks and it just becomes a slog. I have concrete examples, right? Like for instance, at Move, we were a self-contained team of 5 owning pretty much everything except for hardware for most part. And our internal process was so tiny and well defined that like taking features to production was literally like git branch, add code, commit, push, done. There's like very little in a way. Like the CI was working well, like all the tiny pieces that made it so that the amount of time it takes from A to B is minimized at every stage. It was just like, I ran a couple of keystrokes that I've automated with a tiny shell script, and boom, I can go and check it
hmm
out
hmm
running live right now. So like in terms of like developer speed and iteration, it was just like super, super fast. You just go, 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 go. And it's very nice because then, that state of focus, that flow that you're in, it's not disrupted by like, oh shit, the CI pipeline is going to take 45 minutes. Fuck my life, you know? So stuff
hmm
like that. And trivial things like that. Like for instance, um, apparently while I was away, there was like some breach and the company lost a bunch of shit. And because of that, they've like restructured a bunch of policies surrounding access and stuff. So now they're like putting things like various tokens. You used to just go and create like a GitLab token for accessing some packages from some project. And maybe I still yet to read the postmortem on it. So maybe like one of those got compromised or something and they gained access to a bunch of shit. So anyway, but like now there's like npm package for some third party, not third party, but like different teams project, and you have to install it. And in order to do that, you need to get like a token, but that token is stored in like Google Secret Manager. So you need to go to Secret Manager, you need to pull out the token. And today I was trying to update dependencies, and then npm was like, oh, sorry, 401 unauthorized, and like the token is from Secret Manager. It's all good. It's like, oh, apparently the token has expired. So now somebody has to go and like update that token and then distribute it again, put it in Secret Manager. And I was looking at it and I was like, okay, I don't want to go to Secret Manager and like copy paste shit into my bash profile or whatever. What tool is out there to do it for me? And literally within the ecosystem that we're using, that I've put there before I left, it's like, oh, there's this thing which has a plugin for Google Cloud, and you can just say, oh, this is the name of the environment variable, this is the name of the secret, and it just like makes it all work together. And like in 20 minutes, I had that done. And now you just enter the project folder, and it just like immediately sucks up all of those secrets from Secret Manager and pushes them to your environment. So when you run shit, it's just there. You don't have to do anything. And it's like, that capability was there all this time, but nobody bothered. Like a lot of people, like everybody on the team would have to do the song and dance of like going through all of the steps of like going to Secret Manager and find. It's like 4 different tokens that they need to find for 4 different libraries that they would have to like get from Secret Manager, plug them into their ZShellRC, export those variables, and it's like, I think the team is like over 50 people now. So if they all have to do that, and then some secret expires and they have to do it
50,
again, and they forgot how
wait.
they did it, now they have to bug somebody to do it. So it's like shit like that. It's a paper cut. It's tiny, but it contributes to the overall like, I have to deal with this bullshit now. I just wanna, write code and barbecue. Leave me alone. So I think I would find enjoyment into doing stuff like this, which I did, and I created an MR, and I bet like it's not gonna get reviewed for another 4 weeks. So
But if you, I mean, is this not called tooling? Like this
It
type of
called what?
tooling, like if
Well,
you
it is
developer,
tooling, but it's tooling specifically to make your life as a developer better, so that you are actually spending most of your time actually doing what you enjoy and not like chasing around
Mhm.
some dumb shit.
But is there like a position for this, or like this is like responsibility of certain people within the team? I don't know if there's a specific position or
I don't know. I
vacancy.
guess some companies have like developer advocates or whatever, or that is usually if they like
Oh,
sell their APIs or some crap.
that's what they
I
call
don't
them.
know.
This is the job of an advocate.
Well, I mean, you advocate for developers' happiness. I guess that kind of contributes to it in a very practical way.
Honestly, I used to think there is this person I follow on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and this was the position that she says she has. I think at Google or something. And I used to think that these people were like, their job was to be on social media because I didn't know if they actually even wrote codes or anything. And maybe I'm just,
Well, maybe you're thinking about like some evangelist type position where
yes,
they do have to go
yeah,
on. They have to go on social media and convince you to use their libraries because their libraries are like the gateway into their cloud or whatever.
okay. Because I thought this was like the same job, like a developer associate, like advocate, develop.
Mm.
Anyway, maybe it's a different
I
thing.
don't know. I don't know if that's the right title. Um, but it's like you can contribute code in ways that does not contribute to the project, but it contributes to the happiness of the people building the project.
This is actually an important thing because, like, if the people find it easier to work in a certain way, then the process becomes faster. Then
Yeah, you
I
reduce
think,
friction. Yeah,
yeah,
which is like I notice that I do a lot of it in terms of like how can we make onboarding more simple, you know? Because like normally you start working on a project, you're like, okay, we need this and we need this library and we need this tool, and then you kind of have like some wiki page somewhere in Confluence. It's like, oh, if you're a new developer, install this tool and then install that version of that tool and put that config there, and it's like people have to like do the step by step thing, and it's like, is there a way to do it where you just clone it and you run a command and it just like sets it up for you and you don't have to think about it, and if something changes it'll just update it for you and you don't have to think about it? And usually there is, but it's like people are so busy building features that nobody kind of thinks about, like, they don't it I think it's kind of hard to measure, because like if you're not shipping features, you're not shipping features, right? You're writing a code that doesn't ship features. Oh, that's bad. Like we can't have that. But like if you improve everybody's DX on a team and now everyone's like shipping more because of it, like it's kind of hard to establish like causality there. It's like, are they shipping more because of what we did here, or is it unrelated? Or did the VP came down and said he's going to fire everybody who doesn't commit 25 things a day, right? And not that's why they're shipping more, But I think they're definitely, I've seen a difference between teams that can ship super fast versus teams that can't ship super fast, and there are differences even in like morale. It's just like if you have to go through a slog every time you do anything, it's like, oh, I have to wait 20 minutes for the pipeline, and then pipeline failed in the last stage, and like I have to fix some trivial tiny bullshit thing, and now I have to rerun and I have to wait again, and then, oh, somebody merged ahead of me and now I have to rebase and rerun my pipeline again, like, and it just goes on and on and on and on, right? And it's like one example of thing that slows you down. But it's like this morning I had to write in Slack and be like, hey, what's up with this token, because we don't own it. And like, again, there could be some job that just generates new credentials and publishes them to the secret manager automatically, but there's not. right? Because no one like every time that it's kind of funny, I remember I was working on this project,
Mhm.
and in the footer there used to be like copyright, year, company name, and that was hard coded. And every year, like 1st or 2nd of January, we would be like, oh shit, and then go in and like manually change it to increment it to the current year and push the update. And we did that for like 4 years probably. Before it's like, okay, let's just write a little script that will just generate the current year and plug it in automatically. It's like it's such a tiny thing, but you end up spending time on it all the time anyway, right? In this case, it's like, okay, it's one developer spending 5 minutes on it, but then someone has to notice that we forgot to update it because it's like 2026 now. You know how you like, whenever the year changes and you type
Mhm.
in or you write a year, you always write the old one because like it's on autopilot, and then you're like, ah,
Mhm.
shit, it's 2026, it's not 2025, right? Kind of the same thing.
Are
But
there libraries for this?
that's not the point. Sure, there's libraries
Okay.
for this. The point is that people aren't using the libraries for it to make their life easier because
Interesting.
they're busy building and shipping features.
Okay. Well, these are the kind of things that I used to wonder, like, when we actually do like planning, like RMI planning and stuff like this. I imagine like these kind of things are things that should be planned for. But I noticed that even when you do plannings these days, or like you're implementing anything these days, you do a lot of future look in the future this, in the future
Yeah,
that,
and the future
and
is very uncertain.
and the future is very uncertain. But small things like this are things that nobody really like puts attention to. I'm not. I guess. I don't know. I'm not even sure. Like, for example, like I think this kind of thing is something that could have been handled like with a library, but maybe it's there for 4 years. That's a long time. That's a
But the
long
thing,
time.
the justification is, it's like it only takes like 2 minutes to fix. So spending more than 2 minutes on it already wastes more time than like that's the rationalization
Yeah,
for it. But
I, I,
it's kind of it's a surface level thing because somebody has to notice it, somebody has to task it, somebody has to like kick off you off your priority to fix it, and then you have to like fix it and push it and like make sure that it's correct. Like so it's
there's a code review for that too.
well,
I
that's the
imagine.
thing too with like code reviews. It's like for some of the things, it's like, oh my god, like yeah, I just changed it from 2025 to 2026, and now two people have to approve it, and it's just like, ah, like I get it. Like it's you can either solve these problems by improving discipline or with like automating gatekeeping and punishing people automatically. Just like, yeah, you can introduce a linter rule, and you have to use both, but you kind of have to give people the autonomy. I don't know. At some point in time,
No.
I was like,
Mhm.
okay, like I was really good at like building ESLint rules for finding specific quirks of code that we didn't want to have. It would like detect patterns in code that we wanted to get rid of and like highlight them so that as you edit them, it would be like, okay, don't do it like this, right? And it works. The problem is that all of those things were inflating our CI timelines. So like as we got more safe from dumb patterns, the timing to ship the feature to production kind of kept growing and growing and growing. And I think that iteration, the more you expand that iteration, the worse the development experience is, the more annoying everything else becomes. But at the same time, like if you don't do it, you can ship garbage fast. So it's
Exactly.
like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like earlier when you started, we were talking about your old company, like where you used to
mhm.
work, and then you said like it was like a small team. And I imagine that one thing that I've noticed about developers right now, in my experience, is that everyone thinks what they're doing is good, like you really believe like what you are building, like what you're writing is probably gospel,
Yeah.
especially
Especially if Cursor wrote it for you. You're like,
most
yeah.
people, as long as it's yours, you feel like, yeah, it's gospel. So until someone else actually takes a look and then it changes perspective, now you start to see like, I mean it depends on who you are too, because then
So you know the solution for that though. It's like you hire people that write the code you like, and you don't hire people that write the code you don't like, and that reduces a lot of these types of issues. It's
how do
just,
you know how do you know the
well,
type of
see,
code they like?
so the thing is that like that company that was like what 15 years ago by now, maybe more. That was a long time ago.
Hmm.
And in one of the previous episodes we were talking about like genuine nerds versus Kmart nerds and like the Timu nerds.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
that, I don't know. Like we never had those kind of problems. Like everybody was aligned in how things should be. We didn't have like 25 layers of defense on a code base, and it was a decent enough code base. Like it had its smelly parts,
There you go.
but
There
it
you
was
go.
reasonable.
There you go. You have five people.
Yeah.
See, there is five. See, Vasily, I feel like
Five
at
people
some
is like
point,
the ideal amount for a team,
if
I
you have
think.
five people, I agree with you. This is actually true. I don't think any team should be more than seven tops, 5 to 7. This is the sweet spot. But before I go there, like you have five people and you already think that there is a smelly part. Now, this smelly part, I feel the way you said it, I would imagine that maybe this is you even being optimistic about like the quality of the code. Maybe it did what it was supposed to do, but in hindsight, right now, if you get to see this code again today, I'm not sure you feel this way because I know like even nerdy people, everyone writes differently. I've come to realize that coding, software engineering, the coding part of software engineering is it's a lot like cooking. You know, you can have rice, I mean, whatever, like maybe whatever recipe you're making, you can have it made in like a different ways. Three
Well,
people
yeah,
can
you
have
ask
different
like five
ideas.
people to do the same recipe and they're gonna have it with five different dishes.
Yeah, exactly. So now the purpose of like having this kind of gateways, in my opinion, is to kind of have like some form of standardization, like exactly, I get it, like you are cooking um fish stew, whatever, like this is how you cook fish stew in Thailand, and you have cooked the fish stew Thailand way. And now someone else is cooking Canadian, someone else is cooking Italian, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
we want fish stew for X company. So it helps us to have like some form of standardization. So if you don't have this layer, I get it. Everybody might be brilliant engineers, but at some point the code starts to look like it, like different people actually touch this, like
Oh, because
so.
different people do. Well,
So
we don't have to worry about that because soon all the code was gonna look like the same AI touched it. So who gives a shit?
well, have you been using it now at work?
So they were, and then they stopped. Something to do with licensing. So like it came and went. I think they're trying to get some new thing going, but so far it hasn't materialized.
Okay. Well,
I did install that GPU in my mini PC though, so I can run models locally now.
ooh, do you like it? Oh yeah, it doesn't that take a lot of memory though?
Well, I bought like a dedicated NVIDIA GPU, like 16 gigs of VRAM, so I can run medium-sized models on it. Like I can't
Okay.
run anything super sophisticated, but I can run like Llama and Quen and Mistral potentially. I don't know. Uh, I try giving it some things here and there. There's this one question that I ask an AI, and so far, pretty much everybody except Grok failed miserably on it, but Grok kind of cheated. Uh, it's like, there's before Unicode, there's like different methods of like encoding different languages. And so like for Russian text on the internet, there's like two predominant encodings. It was like code page 1251 from Microsoft, and then KOI 8 was the other one. I don't remember where it's originated. But basically, like, you can look at the text and you can tell which encoding it's in because like the letters are all weird. And you ask ChatGPT, it's like, okay, convert this word from this encoding to that encoding, and it just fails completely. And Grok was the only one that did it, but Grok said executing code, so I think Grok just actually took it and converted it as opposed to try to convert it in its brain. So that's why I say it's cheated, because it actually ran it. It didn't like reason about it. But so far, 99% of models give you either same output or output like that is different by like one letter, and they give you like the perfectly valid reasoning about why that's the case, but it's all wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like perfect, yeah. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, I tried it for a couple of things, like helping me like scaffold some Bash scripts because Bash is just a pain in the ass. Uh, and a couple of things here and there, nothing too major. Like I definitely don't have it connected to my actual source code. Like I'm not letting it run anything, but like I would ask it some questions. Sometimes it's on point, sometimes it's kind of meh, you know. But it's still within the domain of expertise where I can tell if it's bullshit or not. So, you know,
okay. I
yeah, my,
mean,
my problem with AI is not that it's producing bullshit. My problem is with the fact that a lot of people would not be able to realize that it's bullshit and just accept it.
if you work with it long enough, you would know how it says bullshit. Honestly, yeah. At some point, you get to start catching the bullshit. In the beginning, I feel like it was impressive that it could even do something like this, you know. So most people didn't even think about like checking it, you know, just like, oh. And also, it has a nice way of arranging codes. So like, you probably it's going to arrange the bullshit nicely for you in the
The high
file.
quality bullshit, yeah, with good
But
well documented bullshit.
yeah, but at some point, like you start to see it, and you start to like um, when you start to review the codes from the AIs, like you start to see like you would do for any other developer too. Like you would when you do code reviews, you see like, oh, you shouldn't do this here, or like this is not a good idea, or maybe we could do this better or something like this. But I guess yeah, time will tell. We'll see how far this stays around for. Because there was a time they were literally trying to put in every developer's throat, you know, like everybody should work with like um AI tools.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's still the case these days, but I think I heard some of these major companies, you know what? Some of the major companies are actually like Microsoft recently was justifying recent layoff like because of AI. And there are some companies that are giving people like voluntary retirement.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was Microsoft too, or Oracle as well,
There's like
Shopify.
back in the day, there was like this Unix sysadmin joke that says, "Go away, or I will replace you with a small shell script." And we're finally living in that time.
Yeah, so it is what it is, and yeah, but anyway, I don't know if we should get here. You
See,
know,
now
this is
it's like okay, you know, Amazon comes to town, a whole bunch of tiny retailers close their doors because they can't compete, and then they jack up their prices. And now it's going to be the same thing, you know. Anthropic comes to town, companies hire a bunch of developers, and then they jack up their prices.
it, we'll see. We'll see how it works. You know, we'll see. Anyway, we'll
Anyway,
be here. We'll
yeah,
be here.
I'm gonna go try and have a nap or something. I don't know. I'm crashing out. Oh,
Yeah, you should take a nap. Yeah.
yeah. Well, at least fish don't keep you up at night.
Right. You see, they don't eat your couch. They don't pee on your couch. They don't pee on your carpet. There's a positive side to it. I'm telling you, Vasili, you should consider it. Maybe we could be fish
But then
guards together.
in 2000s, you can get those like there was this aquarium background for Windows
Mm.
where you run it and like it replaces your background picture with like this interactive aquarium with like fish swimming around. It was by the end of it, it was getting like quite realistic looking. You could just get one
Yeah.
of those, and then you don't have to dick around with like aquariums and pH
Mm,
levels and chemicals and shit.
mm,
And
I
then you
don't
just can
know.
have a file called fish.txt, and inside it just says fish, and then you open it and you look at it, it's like fish. I feel better now. Thank you.
No, it's not the same thing. I want to feel it. I want to. No, it's not the same thing. Vasili, I'm telling you.
Have a GPT pretend to be a fish.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea
Yeah.
because it can actually generate videos for you every day. But no, but the thing is, no, it's not the same thing. You want to feel the water. You want to see the fish, actual fish swimming, and you get a nice, cool
You
title,
you, you
Fish
can get
Dad.
an Oculus and wear it, and then you put your hand into like a bucket of water, and the virtual fish is swimming in front of you.
That's even expensive. First, you have to get an Oculus. No, how much is this thing to cost these days?
I don't know, but
Like a
apparently,
hundred?
like, so when it comes to the VR peripherals and overall, I think I don't know if you probably haven't heard much, but like Valve, it may like destroy Microsoft dominance for like gaming PCs because they just released a bunch of software that allows you to run Steam games on ARM on like fairly budget devices. And now they're coming out with like their Steam machine, which is going to be like an ARM computer running your Steam library on ARM through like Vine with their patches at like native speeds. So you
I
wouldn't
mean,
even need Windows anymore. And I think like Valve Index, it's probably going to get much cheaper because then you can have games running on the headset, so you'll be untethered. And because it's ARM, it's going to be better power consumption and better heat management. So there's going to be interesting things in that space, I think, soon enough.
you know what? One thing I know is like Microsoft has been they've been around for a long time and they've seen different types of competition. It'd be interesting if this new innovation could push Microsoft out of this industry. Because I think right now they have chokehold on it. They have their hand on the neck like
Yeah, but
that.
there've been shit like ever since Windows 11 is just constant stream of garbage. Like nobody wants it.
No, some people don't want it. People,
People are forced to have it, but it's like anytime somebody's forced to have something, it works for a while, but then eventually it stops working, you know?
well, we'll see. Well, I just know they know how to compete. You see, there are certain companies that I know they know how to compete. Like
Well,
Google. I'm not,
they're like entered the phase of, okay, we have the user base, now it's the time to just start extracting as much money as possible out of them, regardless about how they feel. Because, like, Apple's business model is to extract as much money from people as possible, but people actually enjoy it, unlike Microsoft, where they are, like, forced to.
people enjoy. I mean, are you talking about the computer or like the phone?
It doesn't matter. It's
Or
just the business model is, okay, give us as much of your money as possible, and that's why people like, ooh, I bought a $1,500 iPhone 13 today, but in 6 months they're gonna release a new one for $1,700. I'm gonna go and buy it. So everyone's like willingly goes and does it, and they enjoy it in
I
the
don't think
process.
Apple is a good example here.
Why
For
not?
the
They
for
make billions of dollars,
the
and people happily pay them. Microsoft
you
pays billions of dollars, but people are not very happy with them. That's the point I was trying to make. Is like, if you're gonna extract money, all of the money out of people, at least make it enjoyable. You know, like at least like take me to dinner first.
that's it. Microsoft kind of offers you like cheap stuffs to keep you within them, like within the environment. Like they offer you, they make you feel like you're not paying for it. For
Yeah.
example, um, I don't know, like even AI right now, like Microsoft was the first set of people to do like the free version of Copilot, and nobody paid for it. So even Copilot right now is still free-ish, but there's a paid model. And they do this in other domains as well. First, they give you something nice. So like they get you. feeling comfortable, like you're not paying
And
much.
then they strip it of everything nice, and you're just eating a turd.
And I think you can even get a Windows computer now for like 500. Like I don't think you can do that for a Mac.
Like
So like they
they
come
put
up with
more
affordability.
they put more effort into preventing you from not having a Microsoft account than they do on like rest of the system. Like with Windows 11, it with every new patch they have, it gets progressively more and more difficult to install it on your machine without like giving your soul to the mothership. Because like with Windows 10, you could like skip it and create local user. With Windows 11, you had to do like shenanigans to get to that stage. And they like every time people write an article about how to like install Windows 11 with just a local account without having a Microsoft account, they come in and they patch it. So it's like they're deliberately trying to grab you by the balls and never let you go. And to that I say, fuck you, Microsoft. I'm not about that
Well,
life.
well,
So
we'll see.
the reason I guess why I'm saying it is if Steam achieves what they're planning to achieve, then I can just abandon my Windows computer entirely. Because why the fuck would I need it? If I can just run all the same games natively on Linux, I'll just do that. Because like for 99% of the time, me having to have Windows is so I can play video games and nothing else. All of my work I do on Linux.
Fair
So
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I actually kind of retired my Windows computer, but I think I need to reinstall my operating system, like the actual OS.
Hmm.
So that's another thing. That's why I'm quiet. I'm kind of listening to what you're saying because I kind of agree with you in a way because I feel like, yeah, which one would I prefer to use for work? You know? But anyway, it depends.
Yeah,
I guess it depends. It depends. We'll
that's
see.
fair. Anyway, Imo,
Thank you,
enjoy the rest of
Vasili.
your day. Have a good one.
You
Catch you
too.
later. Next episode is episode 100. We should
Okay.
do something special about it. Yeah,
Okay.
I
All right
guess.
then.
All right.
We'll plan it.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.